There has never been a moment in human history that has seen anything like the modern phenomena of interfaith relations.
It was Muslims in the Middle East, Christians in the West, Hindus in India, Buddhists in Myanmar. Now every religion is every place. And the problem that we have in this recalibrated world is we no longer know how to relate to one another.
When I came to the United States in 1987, I came because my father came for a kidney transplant. 3 doctors were taking care of him, a Jewish doctor, a Muslim doctor, and a Christian. And I thought about it, that the 3 doctors cared really about my father. Some of them cried actually when he passed away. And I thought if 3 doctors can work together to heal a man, 3 religions, Judaism, Islam, and Christianity, can work together to heal the world. That's what was my interfaith experience in action.
And so I became friends with this imam, and we came up with the idea to do an event between our church and the mosque. And we said, you and I disagree, but one thing we can agree on, God's happy tonight. Because we're building a bridge that's never been built in Dallas-Fort Worth. So we get together for 2.5 days. Our goal is to get at least 10 pastors, 10 imams, 10 rabbis. And then they break off and they talk about why they are the religion they are, how they became a religious cleric, what is their dream for their life. We ask them to share the most powerful spiritual experience they ever had. They talk about perceptions. What do you want people to perceive you as? How do you think they perceive you? You mean you think I'm this, you think I'm that? When we get through with that, we do something really fun. Questions I've always wanted to ask, but I've been afraid to. That's a lot of fun. We get crazy questions. You have homework. First thing is you go to one another's home for a meal. You're just humanizing one another.
There's a concept of breaking bread together, and there's a concept of the Abrahamic tent, where he invited people into his tent to eat with him. When I invite you to my space, I develop a level of trust. As we get to know each other by being in the space of one another, then we develop love, respect to one another. That's the whole idea.
The second thing that you do a mixer between the church, the mosque, the synagogue. You can go to a park or visit one another's place of worship. Third, we do a community project together. That causes you to build that relationship long term. So the fourth thing is we stand up for each other in a crisis. I always loved people, but not like I do now. I love Magid that way. I love him as much as any family member I've got. He's not a Christian. Would I like for him to be? Yeah. I'm an evangelical. What do you want? I want to baptize everybody. But even though he would never choose that, I will always choose to love him.
There's a verse in the Holy Quran where God Almighty says, we call upon human beings to work together for what is good and not to join one another together in committing aggressions and putting other people down.
Together, we can be a powerful voice, moral voice in a society. Together, we can model the very kind of society and the very kind of world that we're trying to build.
The role of religion is to provide a platform to people that to connect with God and to connect with one another. You have to be able to relate to them and find a common ground where you can work together.
What if we knew one another as human beings? That's what changes everything.